My boyfriend's constant need for intimacy has me so drained I'm resorting to baggy clothes to keep him off me, and I don't know how much more I can take. My boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years now. He is my first relationship and even my first kiss. We met during university during activities, became friends and then started dating. He is so polite and kind and also really sweet and smart as well. We can talk about our common interests and hobbies for hours on end. Since I had my V card in the relationship, he did not. We took it slow and only made love when I was ready, which was about 8 months after we became a couple. After that we were intimate about once every 1 or 2 weeks, depending on if we found the time during our studies, and if we were exhausted. Sometimes during exam time we had it once a month or every 5 weeks. But slowly he started to initiate more and more. At first I didn't mind and loved the attention he was giving me. I felt attractive and beautiful, which helped my body image issues a lot. Soon it turned into him asking for it every single day, sometimes twice a day during weekends or if we have a slow day with little work and studies. A month ago we went on a vacation together and he basically jumped on me as soon as we got into our hotel room. We barely got to do anything as he wanted to be intimate 2 if not 3 times a day. I came back so exhausted from the vacation. I even started saying no to him going down on me, or roleplay or switching in positions just to get it over with sooner. At this point lovemaking does nothing for me anymore. The mere action and physical stimulation feels enjoyable, yes, but just lovemaking without anything else just isn't worth the time or effort for me. I need a story and emotion with it, lots of dirty talk and role-playing some hot situations. I know that takes time and effort to prepare, but it gets me going wildly. But even if I could have that every day I wouldn't want it. It's literally physically too exhausting. Also I feel like too much intimacy kinda destroys the magic. I know that he takes a lot emotionally and intimately out of lovemaking. It's making him feel loved and desired and I don't want to take it from him, but I actually caught myself not doing any makeup anymore and not wearing tight or short clothing, but baggy ones instead to maybe deter him from wanting to be intimate so much. Update: 1 month later, I spend a lot of time reading through everyone's replies and looking inwards about how I feel. I gathered my thoughts and spend a few days making a list of what I wanted to say when we have the big conversation. On a weekend when we had planned to spend the day together I sat him down and told him the following points. I love him to the moon and back and want to show him that I love him, make him feel desired, loved and appreciated. But having so much lovemaking with such frequency is physically exhausting to me, which causes me to avoid lovemaking and even intimate acts I enjoy because I don't have enough energy and motivation to do it. This also causes me to get off not as often anymore. I also need time to physically recover before it may even start to become painful. I feel like lovemaking has become the single defining aspect of our relationship, and many other parts like doing activities together, romantic dates, just talking and cuddling have taken a backseat. I also feel exhausted emotionally and underappreciated from giving as much as I can, which I gladly do for the people I love, while little comes back from the other side of the relationship. I then proceeded to explain the things I like during lovemaking and what makes me go wild, hoping to show him that I still want to be intimate with him. I also made a few more compliments just to keep the vibe positive and because I meant it. He reacted pretty well, all things considered. He listened and let me finish, but asked for a little time to think about it. Obviously I gladly agreed. We spend the rest of the day together without him initiating once. At the end of the day he said that he wants me to enjoy being intimate just as much as he does and that he loves me. I was really hopeful for the next week and a half. We spend our time together like usual and he asked for lovemaking about half as often as before our talk. We even had days without lovemaking at all. He also started to ask, "Do you want to be intimate with me?" Instead of physically initiating like he did before, like touching me somewhere, hugging me from behind and similar things. He also stopped asking for pictures of me, and when he did it were just selfies. I was so happy that I even took the initiative once and he seemingly loved it when I asked for it. Then, one day he sat me down with a stern look and said that he hated what this relationship has turned into. To him it feels like we are now just roommates or platonic friends instead of lovers. He told me that the one time I initiated, he was overjoyed to finally screw me again, but then his heart sank because I wasn't as submissive as I usually am. I asked to be gone down on and was on top with some more dominant dirty talk, and that all of that is not what he signed up for. He doesn't want to walk on eggshells waiting for when I am finally in the mood, but have what he deserves in the relationship. Basically he gave me an ultimatum. Either we return to how it was before the talk starting right now or he leaves me. Guess who doesn't have a boyfriend anymore? I spent the last few days bawling my eyes out and eating lots of ice cream and watching some crappy shows. What he said hurt me a lot and I do not love him anymore, but still the feeling of loss and sadness is all too real. He was my first relationship and for the past 2 years he was my entire world. Edit to add in the comments, I have an update if you want more information. I have a pretty high libido as well and I love good, sensual lovemaking, and I want it quite often as I can go multiple times a week. But it was so often that we basically didn't do anything else besides it and he was emotionally checked out when the possibility of lovemaking wasn't on the table. It was so much that I was physically uncomfortable. Not to mention his really bad behavior once I told him I wanted a break sometimes. I had difficulties saying no, because I wanted to make him feel loved that way until I realized that he just wants to take everything he wants from me without giving any emotional connection, romance, or care for me as a person. I hate that people throw around this intimately incompatible argument, because if he said he wanted someone he can screw at least 2 times a day any way he likes and I can't and don't want to do that, that would be one thing. But he shouted at me, demanded we do it how he likes it, and that I apologize for ruining everything by voicing my concerns for my well-being. He also said that he deserves to just take everything he wants from me. So please keep that in mind when you do your judgment. Yes, we are not together anymore. I cut him off after his scary tantrum.